I'm gonna upset some people with this. What's up, guys? This is Barnman2205, and last night, Pokemon revealed Generation 9. The next generation is coming. It's here. Well, it's not here. It's here late 2022 this year, but it's on the way. We got 3 new Pokemon. We got 2 games. What are they? Scarlet and Violet. Pretty cool. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make this video because if I'm being completely honest with you all, I'm a little bit nervous about this game. These games. Pokemon is at a crossroads right now, and there's the path that it should take, and there's the path that I want it to take, and I'm very selfish because the path I want it to take is not the path everyone else wants it to take. Let's just rip this band-aid right off, shall we? I haven't talked about Pokemon Legends Arceus much in my videos because, if I'm being honest, I didn't like it. I'm not here to say that it's bad. I know a lot of people do like it, and I understand why a lot of people like it, and I think it's great that they like it. But I did not enjoy it. I thought the catching Pokemon just was not engaging to me. And I did not like the changes they made to the battle system. And, you know, those are kind of the 2 main things you're doing in that game. And I just bounced off it real quick. I've logged like 6 hours into it. I was almost up to the second of the big frenzy scary dudes. I did not like fighting the first one, just pegging the things at it. And then every now and then you get to fight it with the battle system that I already mentioned I don't like. So, you know, I did not like the games. Again, I get it. I get that so many people loved it, and that's great. I am very happy for you. Legitimately, I am. But it was not for me. I don't think... So here's another controversial statement. I don't think the Pokemon games in general are actually that great. To me, they're all like 7 out of 10 games at most. And I know you're here going, but Barnman, like, you love these games. You theme your entire YouTube channel around them. Like, what the heck is up with that? And like, it's true. I love them. Personally, I love them. But like, objectively speaking, I don't think they're that good games. And this, but this, you know, they tickle a very specific nostalgia point in my brain. I love that I know exactly what I'm getting every single time I play them. I've said this before, they're like McDonald's. You don't get it because you're looking for a deluxe gourmet experience. You get it because it's all faithful on a rainy Thursday night when you don't fancy cooking. You're coming home from work, you just grab yourself your cheeseburger, your average fries. You might put some extra salt on it. It is what it is. There's too much ice in the drink, but you don't care because it's a very specific experience. You know what you're getting, and it is what it is. And that's what Pokemon is to me. It is like my ultimate McDonald's comfort food of a video game. And Legends Arceus simply wasn't that. It was very different. It's not what I look for in a Pokemon game. What does any of this have to do with these new games? Well, first of all, let's just get this out of the way. It still has the same, like, frame rate problems that Arceus had when they revealed Arceus. And I know it got better when the game came out, but you have to admit there are problems with the frames in that game. And I'm not, like, a frame rate guy, but, you know, there's the shot in the trailer of the Abra, like, moving really slowly when these 2 people are having a conversation, and there's, like, an Abra standing right behind them, and he's moving really slowly. Like, that scene is still in the game, and the Abra still moves really slowly, and you see a Gyarados in the distance, and, like, he's weirdly, like, flying, and he's, like, across the screen, and it's weird. And there is a lot of that in this trailer. I don't understand, like, I've been very defensive about the Pokemon games, and, like, you know, I'm not a game developer, I'm not here to criticize, I don't know how difficult it is to make a game, but I'm of the opinion that performance-wise, so far on Switch, they've been getting worse. Pokemon Arceus is the worst performing game out of all of them so far, and I don't understand how that can keep happening. How was Let's Go, like, performance-wise, like, the best one, and they've steadily been getting worse. But anyway, I've lost my train of thought now. But yeah, so these new games, they give off a very Arceus feel in terms of the open world, and I'm not necessarily opposed to that. Like, if this played exactly like old school Pokemon games, except instead of routes, it's just big open areas, and it was almost Breath of the Wildish in that they're like, alright, so like your starting town's here, the next town is over here, but like you could sort of get sidetracked and go over here, and there's a temple where there's like unique Pokemon in there, and some puzzles and some side quests, or you could go over there, and all of the Pokemon are like level 80, and they will murder you if you go even close, so maybe don't go over there just yet, but you know, you can sort of go over here. And then you get to your town and you fight your gym, and there's all these trainers in the middle. Like, if it was like that, like, cool. I'm down for it. What scares me, though, is that they're gonna have the same battle system as before. And it's not so much the agile and strong styles that I have a problem with. It's more the problem that you get into a trainer fight, and you send out your Rowlet, and they send out a Glaceon. And you're like, oh, buddy, like, I seriously need to get this Rowlet out of here. But the Glaceon is faster than you, and because of how the battle system works in this game, before you even get a chance to select Switch Pokemon, the Glaceon goes first, one-shots the Rowlet, Rowlet's gone. Rowlet's not fighting in this battle at all. He didn't even get a chance. I don't think that's good. I don't. I think that's very frustrating to play. I had a Geodude on my team, and he just, like, did not win fights, because his experience was low. I'd send him in front, and he'd just get outsped and killed by everything, and it was so frustrating. So I'm worried that it's going to be like that, and that the encounters are still going to be like, oh, you can just chuck balls, and you can distract them, and like, I didn't enjoy that. And as for all the criticism that Sword and Shield gets, I actually loved how they handled wild Pokemon in that game. That, yeah, they're wandering around, you can see them in the wild, you can see a Pokemon and engage a battle with it. But there were still patches of grass, and there was shaking grass, and for those of you, if you're looking for random encounters, it's there! So, if you want to build specific teams, you can. If you're a Nuzlocke player like me and you want a random aspect to it, it's there! Everyone's happy! Like, I hope they go back to that. I have a feeling they're not going to. It's just going to be Pokemon wandering around, and that makes me sad. I'm sounding like such a Debbie Downer in this video, and I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. It's just, you know, I have this very specific taste that I want, and I have a feeling that it's not going to deliver that. I may be pleasantly surprised. It may very well sort of mesh all the best elements from what they've done with Arceus and the older games, and it might just click really well in my brain, unlike Arceus, which it just didn't click. Again, I don't think it's a bad game. It just didn't. It just didn't click with me. It's not what I want. So you know, I could be wrong. Maybe this game will be exactly what I want it to be, and it'll just be Pokemon like I used to know it, and everybody will be mad because they didn't do any of the stuff that Arceus did, and I'll be secretly there in the corner being like, good. But you know, all of this is irrelevant because, you know, all of the criticisms and bad stuff is outweighed simply by this guy. This guy is, what was his name? Fuecoco, I think his name was? Future Barnman, put his name on the screen. Thanks, buddy. Look at him. He's my boy. I love him. He will be my starter. No questions. No further questions. Please comment below. Tell me that I'm a doofus. Tell me that I'm an idiot because I didn't like Arceus. Tell me I'm not a true Pokemon fan. Tell me I'm what's holding the series back. Tell me why you're excited. I mean, like, look, don't get me wrong. Like, I watched the trailer and like, I couldn't sleep for the next hour because I watched it live at like 1 a.m. and I was spent like an hour in bed being like, oh, Gen 9. And it's only now that I've woken up and slept on it that I've kind of gone, but you know. And again, I hope I'm wrong. But so far, the track record since Sword and Shield, I like Sword and Shield a lot. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl disappointed me. Arceus disappointed me even more. You know, this is. I'm not gonna say it's the final chance Pokemon, because you know, who are we kidding? I'm still gonna pay attention, but you know, I want this to be a very specific thing that I have a fear that it's not going to be. And that's me just whinging, and I just like to whinge, and you've sat here and watched me whinge for 10 minutes, and for that I am sorry, but also I'm not sorry, because it's the purpose of this video. So thank you so much, guys. Please let me know if you're excited, which starter you picking, which game you picking. Tell me how much you loved Arceus, and why I'm a big whiny baby man in the comments. Keep it real, and keep it Barnman. Fuecoco.